throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way. And able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done. And for a nice chunk of yardage, too.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Shotgun now for Carr. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, grab that dagger play, grab that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 62 yards.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they're doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're prepared for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
Carr completes it. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37. Working from the gun, it's Carr. They'll check that down to Nwangu out of the backfield. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's a second down. Well, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Derek Carr and the Raiders set for their next possession. His opening drive looked good for a while there last time out, was moving the ball down the field, but then the interception, and they ran it back to the house.
Let's face it, it's a game of human beings, isn't it? Mistakes will happen, and as you noted, he was playing so well on this drive. I don't know if there was a miscommunication between him and his intended receiver. Did they run the wrong route? Anything could have possibly gone wrong there. He'll just have to shake it off and keep firing.
And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Carr. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hall. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Throwing now is Carr. Got his connection, complete to Ruggs. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On the give is Nwangu. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. To throw is Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Raiders on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Handoff here to Nwangu. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Carr now on first down. That's complete to Tony. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
After the sack on first down, Carr. That is taken in by Hurst. Well, they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Jacobs. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Jacobs again. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they've lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Oh, good move. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Cousins. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll give them credit for a good read right there because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. A give. This is Cook. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
He fights, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Dexter Lawrence breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Cousins throw taken in by Landry.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 3rd down, Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. It's 2nd back at the 36. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot here before half for Carr. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room as we are off to Orlando. And we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And we'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
He'll give it to Jacobs to start the drive.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Carr.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Going reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can try and go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Reception here by Rhodes. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, now Carr. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking for Ruggs again, and he's got him again. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And boy, that was a heavy set. I think they had 3 tight ends out there. The fullback, you knew what they were going to do.
Yeah, they weren't trying to fool anybody at all, were they? There was none of this show you heavy set, bootleg it out. No. Big guys up front, hand it to the big guy in the backfield.
The try here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive spans 13 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded right at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the 2nd half. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Defers to Jacobs on the draw, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards remain on 2nd down. Ball on the 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Hard throw, incomplete. So decision time now because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lewis. Will go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Carr now to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here. They've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes the return. And he returns this to the 22. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Cousins. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Cousins. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the 2nd half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they...
And the Raiders have got him. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Now a dump off here complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Cousins to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't matter. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They run. This is Lewis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call...
Now here comes, and Cousins lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, first and goal.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes, but it's been pretty symptomatic.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill, but remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point attempt to come here. This one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, now a hit and a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Oftentimes when we talk about piling on in any subject, it's a negative. In this case, for this team, it's a real positive.
Throw here. And this will be caught with the taking the knee. So late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel